Good morning, Alexiot's Raptorfreak here. Tuesday, so we're gonna do Tuesday trivia today. But as per usual, I'm gonna do some talking just for 5-10 minutes before we start the trivia game, just to allow people the chance to saunter into the room and join us here at the live stream, so we can have a good competition for trivia today. Tuesday trivia. It's on Summer League and the things that we saw in the 5 Summer League games. So if you watch Summer League, you will have an advantage in this trivia. If you did not, you may not have that much of an advantage. So you'll just have to wing it. Like our wings on our wing emporium of Raptors wings. We love wings in Toronto. Yes, we do. So last night, Scotty Barnes jumped on the Twitch for about an hour last night, and it's weird. I need to really start to understand that Scotty is specifically out of all the spam and all the comments and everybody that's commenting in there, he reads my stuff almost every single time because he responded to me almost every single time I wrote something yesterday. And some of the things I said, I was kind of tired. It was weird. I was about to go to bed, and all of a sudden he popped up online once again. And so I had to stay up a little later. Maybe I was a little grouchy. And I started complaining about Richard Jefferson on his stream. And he got mad at me, actually. I said something like, I hate Richard Jefferson. And he goes, no, family, stop. No, you don't hate anyone. Listen, no, you don't hate anyone. Don't hate. Just love is what Scotty kept saying to me about it. So I have been personally admonished by Scotty Barnes not to hate Richard Jefferson, which I mean, I'm going to listen to him because I really respect and love this young man being on the Raptors and what he's doing and stuff like that. It doesn't matter that I'm twice his age and that, like, I've had a crazy life myself and stuff like that. I need to listen to him because this may be a reason why why he's such an amazing person, is that he has this kind of mentality about not giving in to hate and always putting himself forth in this world with love. So I have to stop hating Richard Jefferson because Scotty personally asked me to not hate him. So, all right, I'm not going to hate on Richard Jefferson anymore because Scotty's asked me to. So there you go. There were other cool stuff that he was talking about, talking a lot about NBA 2K23 and the differences between it and NBA 2K22 again, because everybody's asking him, telling us all about his weekend in Montreal, just how much fun he had. It was a blast. He honestly had one of the best weekends of his life, it seems like. Like he had, once again, one of these positive glows about him just because of how much fun he had in Montreal this weekend. So good job, Montreal, showing Big Four a good time this weekend. And, we all kinds of crazy stuff. Like at one point, Scotty was leaving the room and on the stream to go do something in another room. And somebody said, where'd he go? Where'd he go? And I said, I think he's going to come back. And he said, he left the door open. And then he came back in and he saw just my comment and said, he left the door open. He's like, he looked at it and he said, so what if I left the door open? I was like, no, I couldn't explain it to him at that moment that I was trying to tell somebody, yeah, he's coming back. He left the door open. He should be coming back into the room. But it was a little confusing. It's fun, though. Honestly, it's so weird. And he's like, you guys miss me? I haven't been here for a week. And he's like, I'm here. And one of the things they're going to start doing with Scotty online is he's got a Discord that he's setting up, a Discord place for him to react to videos and different things online and stuff. And he's trying to get it set up. He wants to do reaction videos, y'all. He doesn't want to just play video games for us to watch and play video games. He wants to start watching clips and videos and different things and doing reaction videos, just like some other people would do on Twitch or YouTube or stuff like that. So that could be really fun to watch, is Scotty Barnes doing reaction videos of different things. So it'd be really interesting. Tom Duke, good morning. Scotty Roy, leading by sharing love and positivity. Good morning. Yes, he came down on me hard. Like, I'm serious. I'm starting to understand that this is his philosophy, that in a dark and a cruel world, that Scotty leads with love. And that he comes in with it and he means it. Like, this may be part of the reason why on a team he has he doesn't like anybody on the team hating or being against each other or anything like that. He does not like haters. He likes lovers. He likes people that show positivity and put that out there in the world. And I have to realize that when I'm in there, I got to really watch what I'm saying because I don't want to upset Big Roy and say something stupid with hate, against Richard Jefferson, because he did. He came down on me pretty hard for for saying that I hate Richard Jefferson in the chat. It was cool. I mean, hey, all right. Listen, I'll take it. I'll take it. Any way that, I mean, I'm interacting with Scotty Barnes. I mean, heck, that's pretty cool. All right, y'all. Let's see. We got about 5 minutes in. We got 9 people here. Let's see who watched Summer League the most closely out here among you guys. I got some questions. Let me just show you guys what the prizes this year again is. This is the prize. This is a Vince Carter knockoff bobblehead made by Mr. Big, the chocolate bar company. And to me, he looks more like Shaq. Like in there, that is supposed to be a Vince Carter bobblehead, and whoever wins this trivia over the course of this season of the Raptors will win this bobblehead. I will be mailing it to you. You will get this in your possession. I have no idea what it's worth. It is kind of a weird item. It is a Vince Carter bobblehead, so it has some age to it. So it could be getting close to being an antique. Oh yeah, Shane Waters is here. Shane was there with us last night with Scotty Barnes, sitting in the chat with me, chatting with me while we're watching Scotty and stuff like that. He's so fun. He opened up one pack last night and he got Nikola Jokic in his pack and stuff like that. He played one game, didn't go so well. And one of the other things that Scotty and I were doing last night, we were celebrating being Raptor Knowles, baby. He's all about Florida State, baby. Oh yeah, Florida State. Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, because that's something that him and I share. We're both Seminoles and we're both Raptors. So we're Raptor Seminoles. And last night, Scotty was going on about how he feels like Florida State is going to get back on top in the ACC with Coach Hamilton and the Seminoles kicking some ass at Donald L. Tucker Center in Tallahassee, Florida. Yeah. Yeah. So we were reveling in our Seminole status as being Seminoles. He's really proud to be a Seminole. And he said he'd be a Seminole for life. And I'm all about that. He is down on the powder blue UNC because that's the opponent he was playing last night was wearing UNC jerseys in the game that he was playing. And so there was a lot of college basketball talk last night when we were playing, who he's playing and stuff like that. He's saying, David S. is here. Good to see David S. He's a good, strong season 2 Raptorfreak Trivia competitor. I'm glad he's here. Oh, did you see that on Instagram? Scotty got a new computer from WR Builds. That computer is beautiful, David, and he is using it. He loves it. He's really enjoying it. Now, the thing that happened last night is they needed to take a break to set up his Discord server, and they never came back. It was pretty late by then, but I'm expecting like this week in the next couple of days for him to put this thing live and invite fans and people to come and watch him do reactions on his Discord. So, wow, if you haven't been watching him on Twitch, this may be even more fun to watch. Reaction videos on Discord server, Scotty Barnes, stuff like that. All right, let's get into the trivia, guys. We got some numbers in here and stuff like that. David S. is here. Tom Duke is here. You know, G, if you're here, hey, if you're lurking, you're lurking like us. And the Kevin, actually, you know what? Let me talk about one more thing. I just want to talk about one more thing. That this has been divulged in the press in the last day, and this may be how it goes for the rest of this offseason, that everything that's going to happen with Kevin Durant is going to be very public, and they're going to start dropping information and different things like that. Like the thing we learned yesterday is that Brooklyn has made it very clear that they will not trade us Kevin Durant without Scotty Barnes coming in return the other way. So this is a big reason why talks have stalled with us, because this is a non-starter. Raptors Nation is mirroring what our man, Mr. Masai Ujiri, is saying at the top, that he is off the table, that he is untouchable. We don't give a shit if it's Kevin Durant. We got Scotty Barnes, and this is who we're riding and dying with. And you guys can just go ahead and go talk to Washington now, because that's who's they're talking about now being more involved in maybe possibly landing Kevin Durant is the Washington Wizards. And you know what? This kind of makes some sense. This would actually be good for Kevin. Kevin's from the DC area, so it'd be kind of like him going home in a way. So listen, I'm kind of rooting for the Wizards to get him, and that would be an interesting team with what's going on with their different new players coming in, stuff like that with Porzingis and different things like that. So I don't know. I kind of want Kevin off Brooklyn, But then also again, that dumpster fire looks real nice. And it's a similar thing out on the West Coast with the Lakers, that they had a little get together on a phone between Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook and LeBron James, trying to mend the fences, get on the same page for the season. Okay, sure. Now, this is the one thing I'll tell you from my outside opinion of looking in at things with Lakers situation is that Russell Westbrook departing from his agent for 14 years is not a good thing. I'm going to tell you that right now. That is not good. And that part of the thing that's going on with the Lakers right now is Darvin Ham really wants to coach Russell Westbrook on the Lakers. And he's telling him, we want you to be more defensive. Well, Russell doesn't want to do this. This is the whole problem with Russell Westbrook, is that he plays a very certain way and that he does not want to change how he plays at this point in his career. That he's not going to work with Darvin Ham to go into this defensive mindset that they want him to do. So this is a dumpster fire that's so right with gasoline in the middle of the container that when it flares up this season, whoa, wait till you see the flames, because LeBron will get pissed at Russell. And this is what's basically going to happen. They're going to demand him to change his role. Russell's not going to do it. In fact, that's part of the reason why his agent left, is that he's trying to get Russell to work with the Lakers, and he's not working with them. And at this point, Russell's agent of 14 years, this is not like a new agent. This is a dude who's worked with him and maybe kept him under wraps for a decade now, has just thrown his hands up and walked away from the situation. So you tell me how to read that situation with the Lakers right there. Yeah, very, very crazy. Oh my gosh. All right, let's start with the trivia, guys. Okay, so we just watched Summer League. Oh, yeah. Wait, one more thing I want to talk about just real quick before I forget, because I know I'll do the trivia and then I'll get off the air. They announced the Summer League teams yesterday and the Summer League MVP. I agree with the Summer League MVP. That's a fantastic pick. Murray, Keegan Murray of Sacramento Kings. Listen, this man was slighted on draft day. He got drafted 4th, but then they took a picture of the top 4 draft picks and he wasn't in the picture. They put the 5th pick in there, Ivy, instead of his picture with Chet and Paolo and Jabari. That it wasn't Keegan Murray. He got slighted right away on draft night. And, well, he made them pay at Summer League. He killed them. He killed them at Summer League. Holy crap. And he got the MVP. Fantastic job by Keegan Murray. You deserved it. I agree with that move. But I do not agree with the first and second teams of the Summer League. These are messed up. And once again, the Raptors, for doing so well in the Summer League, we did not get any representation. There's 10 spots on 2 teams for all first team and all second team Summer League. And we didn't get a single damn player on there. Delano Banton deserved, or Jeff Doughton deserved to be on one of those 2 teams, if you ask me. If you're going by record and how they did. Now, meanwhile, Milwaukee got 2 representatives on the all Summer League team. Mama Luke got on the first team and Linda Wigington got on the second team. Now, I saw both those players play against the Raptors end of their bench from Summer League on Sunday, and they both looked like shit. I'm not going to lie. Like, they got beat by the scrubs at the end of our Summer League team bench. What did Mama Luke get on Sunday? 3 points? How the hell was he first team all Summer League this summer? I'm sorry. That is some bullshit. That dude should not have been on that team. And Wigington, I understand he had some good scoring games in Summer League, but he did not do that well in the game against the Raptors either. So I'm not putting any merit in the Summer League champions, which are the Portland Trail Blazers. They should have been the Chicago Bulls. And I'm not putting any merit in their first and second teams that they picked either. They're absolute garbage. Some of the guys that are on the Summer League teams only played 3 out of the 5 games and stuff like that. So I have a lot of problems with how they picked the Summer League teams. And the fact that the Raptors did not have any single one representative is fucked up. I'm going to tell you that right now. We deserved at least one guy for how well we did in Summer League. So, and then the other thing was the ESPN gave superlatives for Summer League out. And the one thing that we got was best free agent, Jeff Doughton. They said best free agent, Jeff Doughton. So he's going to go to a team and play really well on them, but they weren't saying he was going to be on the Raptors and play really well. So Bobby Webster, go ahead and get Jeff Doughton and put him on there. Since ESPN's saying he's the best free agent from Summer League this summer. That is who ESPN's saying. Oh my gosh. David S. is saying, laughing out loud. That's bonkers. He's probably laughing about the Westbrook stuff. Seymour saying LeBron is a bum. Why go play Summer League with DeRozan? It just looks bad. He should build chemistry with Westbrook, but hey, what do I care? I'm a Raps fan. That's right, Seymour. Let's just be glad we're not involved with Laker Nation right now. And then he said, also told you days ago the league was going to screw us hard. He's right. They did screw us for superlatives that don't really matter, for games that don't really matter. So that's where we got to get to this point. With Summer League, it just doesn't matter. It's just a showcase, and there's really no way of determining who the best team is. So it's all stupid. But getting back to your other thing, I think it's really good what LeBron did with Drew League. And Magic Johnson came out and tweeted and thanked him because he's right. He went and played in front of people that may not get a chance to come to the Lakers arena and watch him play in a real game. That he gave an opportunity to some people to watch LeBron live in person that would have never gotten that chance at Drew League. And that's fantastic. I love that. As far as the chemistry with Westbrook, who cares? Seriously, you're a Raps fan. Let's let them be a dumpster fire. Russell Westbrook is a fundamentally flawed person emotionally in certain ways, and that he's not going to be able to figure this out because he doesn't have the capacity within his person to have self-awareness, to realize what he needs to do to help this situation. And that's fine with me. And LeBron can be frustrated and get upset because that's a whole other part of the dumpster fire. That's another blaze in the fire in the dumpster. So let's just watch. Let's just sit back and watch. Go pop some popcorn, bring it in the living room, and let's just pop and watch the Lakers dumpster fire. And also on the other side, let's see how this dumpster fire in Brooklyn, they're trying to put it out. And that's the whole reason why they started this Ben Simmons rumors about trying to trade him different places, Kevin Durant, because they want to put out their dumpster fire before the season starts, because they want to have a healthy franchise and team. That's what their new owner, Joe, wants. He doesn't want any more prima donnas. He wants a team that's functional and working towards winning. And no more of this BS. Oh my gosh. Yeah, David's saying, hey, new background. I like the jerseys. No, David, this is just one of my 3 or 4 walls that I shoot off of. This is the trivia wall. I usually use this one. This is the history wall because we got Muggsy, we got JYD, and then we got Alvin Williams. These are like pillars of Raptors excellence to me. Muggsy represents the heart of a Raptors. The hustle is JYD, and then the dedication to the team, Alvin Williams. That's what they are: heart, hustle, dedication. And then I got little DeMar and Charles and JYD over here, bobbleheads and stuff like that. But yeah, this wall's been used quite frequently. It's just you may not have noticed it. Also, I'm wearing a lot of purple today. I got my 20th year shirt that has all the Raptors names in the Raptors logo from that time, stuff like that. Crazy. David S. is saying, who's 13? That's JYD. That's the Junkyard Dog, Jerome Williams. And all 3 of these jerseys, David, are signed by themselves. Like, wrote it on there. It's the on marker on there, stuff like that. So let's see. Seymour saying DeRozan was the other guy the Lakers were going to sign over Westbrook. And now LeBron playing with DeRozan is the first offseason shows he's a bum. Yeah, that is a JYD jersey. Yeah, well, listen, that's very calculated. Like, this was the thing last summer. He wanted DeRozan. They should have gotten DeRozan. DeRozan makes so much more sense than Russell on the Lakers. Like, that was a huge mess up by the Lakers going in the Westbrook direction. Like, I don't even understand why they did that. I guess they had to deal with Washington and they had to make it work with Kuzma and all that kind of stuff. Whatever. Well, they stepped in it when they brought Russell to LA because it's not a fit with LeBron. They don't fit together as players. They just don't. Even though they're so great individually and all their accolades and stuff like that, they don't fit as players because they're both kind of got the same problem in different ways and stuff like that. But yeah, of course he's going to go play with DeRozan. That's his buddy. That's who he wanted to play with all along. And maybe that is a little bit signaling that this is the path that we should have gone and stuff like that. I don't know how they can mend this fence with Russell Westbrook and the Lakers and make it work this season. There's so many different things they got to work out. They got to have AD come back and get some established healthy time. They got to get everybody to get on the same page and actually look like a functional basketball team. They have a lot of work to do in LA, and I'm not here to help them figure it out. They can go be a dumpster fire for the rest of the season also. That'd be fantastic. All right. So yeah, I went over the summer league teams, how I think they're stupid. Talked about the new developments with what they were saying that Brooklyn's saying they needed Scotty Barnes in the deal or is off. Well, go ahead. You're not dealing with Toronto then, because Scotty Barnes is not on the table to be dealt, and he knows it. Because I just hanging out with him last night, the man has no care in the world or worry about trades or anything like that. He knows he's going to be a Raptor next year, and that he's not stressing this in the least. He has gotten a guarantee for someone named Masai Ujiri that he is not getting moved anywhere this summer. And that may be the reason why we won't get Kevin Durant here. And I'm perfectly okay with it as a Raptor fan. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go. This is going to be the trivia, guys. These are questions about Summer League. So please, as soon as you know the answer, please write in the full name. I want the full name. Now, maybe not on all of them. Like maybe you can put the last name, but if it's a general name like Smith or Johnson or White, please put the full name in there so that we know who you're talking about exactly. All right, so question number 1, Raptor Freak Trivia, game number 5 of season 2. Who averaged the most minutes per game in Summer League? Which one of the Raptors played the most minutes per game during the Summer League? This is on average, not for a whole cumulative of all 5 games. This is average minutes per game. Who had the most minutes per game on average by stats? Who played the most minutes? Kenny is saying Banton. And you know what? I'm going to give you that one just because we know who you're talking about. It's Delano Banton. Kenny is on the board getting the first 25 points. Good job, Kenny. Good to see you on the point board for season 2. All right, next question, guys. 2 answers, both worth 25 points. Be ready to answer both of them. Which 2 Toronto Raptors in Summer League played all 5 Summer League games? Who were the 2 Raptors? Only 2 of them played every single game in Summer League. Which 2 Raptors were they that played every single game? All 5 games where they made appearances and got on the court. Who were the 2 Raptors? David S. is putting Ron Harper Jr. He's going to get that one. That is right. Who is the other one, guys? Who was the other Raptor and Christian Coloco? Say David S. getting both points on that one. 50 points to David S. for that one. Kenny, you're just behind. That's too bad. Shane, you're just behind. That's close. You guys got them all right. All right, now these ones are going to be a little harder now because we're going to be doing stat profiles. I'm going to be reading off the averages for players in the Summer League, and you're going to need to tell me their fingerprint, their thumbprint of what the stats are and which player it is from just the stats, guys. Okay. So who stat live averages for Summer Leagues were these stats? Okay. 10.5 points per game, 5.2 rebounds per game, and 1.5 assists. Who do you think averaged 10.5 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 1.5 assists in Summer League? Which one of the Raptors Summer League players had those stats for Summer League? 10.5 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. This is going to be a little advanced. These are going to be tough ones, and we're going to go through all of them. So you really think about it. Jeff Doughton is wrong, Kenny. It's a good guess, though. This will make it a little hard. David S. thinks that's Kurax. No, did Kurax average that many points? 10 points? Come on, you got to think about it. Who would have gotten like average 10 points? And that may mean that they had one big game, but they had a couple stinkers and stuff like that. Because that's kind of how it works when you average around 10 points. Don't be sad, David. Don't be sad. Keep trying. You have unlimited guesses. There's no fouling out here, especially since there's only a few of you guys. And I need you guys to keep active. We want to get all the answers. So keep guessing, guys. Coloco is wrong, Seymour. That's closer. That's actually a really good guess, considering everything. Delano is wrong. Who averaged 10.5 points? DJ DJ Austin. That's the wrong last name, but Kenny, write in the right last name and you may get it. DJ what? That's not the right last name. It's not Austin. He has a different last name. DJ Wilson. That's right. David S. You snuck in and stole it. It's it's DJ Wilson. He averaged 10.5 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. And you guys are just behind. You guys will get some of these. So just be quick and think outside the box when you're hearing these stat profiles, because they're going to be a little bit, some of them are a little similar, and you may think there's a couple guys that could do this. All right, next question. 5.8 points per game, 4.5 rebounds a game, 1.8 assists, 1.2 steals, and 1.2 blocks. This is pretty balanced all around, but not a lot of scoring. 5.8 points, 4.5 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 1.2 steals, and 1.2 blocks. David S. thinks this is Koloko. That is not Koloko, guys. Sorry, that is not Koloko. That is not Ron Harper Jr. No, these are good guesses, though, guys. We're going to get this is a fun game. This is going to be a tough trivia. I can tell already. 5.8 points, 4.5 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.2 blocks. The thing about this stat line is that he's filling the stat sheet. There you go. Seymour getting on the board. That's right. That is Kurax. That is what Kurax averaged in Summer League. 5.8 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and he got 1.2 steals and 1.2 blocks. That's pretty balanced for sure. Yeah, the guy with that. Who was that masked man who played? A lot of people didn't want to know. They just want him to go away. All right, next one. 13.8 points per game. So this person averaged 13.8 points, 3.2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Who had that stat line that had 13.8? They averaged almost 14 points a game, 3.2 rebounds, 2 assists and 1 steal. I don't see him making the squad, Seymour. I don't. Jeff Doughton is wrong. Delano is wrong. Kenne's in here. It's Armani Brooks, baby. That is Armani Brooks. Good job, Kenne, getting that one. That is Armani Brooks stat line for Summer League. Yeah, they're a little close. Like that, those are good guesses. Jeff Doughton and Delano are very good guesses for this. But yeah, you got it, Kenne. Kenne getting some points. Seymour getting some points. I like this. All right, next one. 9.2 points per game, 5 rebounds a game, 0.8 steals per game, and 0.8 blocks per game. So who got 9.2 points per game, 5 rebounds a game, almost a steal and almost a block, but not totally. There we go. David S. is getting this one right away. That's Ron Harper Jr. That was his stat line for Summer League. 9.2 points per game. That's not bad. That's underrated bench kind of work. But we needed him to be one of the main scorers for sure. Yeah, Ron Harper Jr. Okay, next one. 7.5 points per game, 5 rebounds a game, 2 assists, and half a steal a game. Whose stat line was that? We're going to go through all the scrubs, everybody that was on the team, every single person that was on Summer League. So you guys can start guessing tough ones. Koloko is wrong. 7.5 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and half a steal. Jeff Doughton is wrong. This one's a little tough because you got to realize that some of the people may have played only 2 games, but got good stat lines in certain games and stuff like that. I'm giving a little bit of a clue here. 7.5 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and half a steal. Ryan Hawkins is wrong. Doughton is wrong. No, this is going to be a little bit. Trey Porter's wrong. This is good, though. You guys are getting there. You're getting there. Keep going. Trey Porter's is wrong, Shane Waters, but it's a good guess. It's Vital. No, it's not Vital. This person got 5 rebounds a game. So that means they're a bigger guy. You got to think about the stat profile of it. 7.5 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and half a steal. Kid Jab. That's right. Seymour Pape thinking out of the box, and he got it. It is Abu Kajab. Yes, I love this. I love seeing new names kind of dominating the trivia today. This is good. This is not just G and Raymond's show anymore. This is opened up for everybody to compete this year. And this will be very interesting to see how this goes. That's right, Seymour. Canadian power, baby. Yes. All right, next one. 7.8 points per game, 4.2 rebounds per game, 1 assist per game, 1.8 steals, and 2.2 blocks. 2.2 blocks. That may have given it away right there. 7.8 points per game, 4.2 rebounds per game, 1 assist. Christian Koloko. That's right, David S. Let's not even mess around with that. We know that's Koloko just from the stat block, the block stats. The 2.2 blocks. I thought he averaged more than that. It was like 2.8, I think. Let me look at that. I got the stat right here. Is that right? No, it's saying the average 2.2. Oh, well, whatever. It is Koloko. Koloko's stat block. All right, here's the next one. 3.8 points per game. 3.8 points per game. 3 rebounds a game, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Who averaged almost 4 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal? I'm a fun guy saying, oh, I'm late here. Is this for Summer League or college? This is for Summer Leagues. Fun guy. That is 2.2 for him. Ryan Hawkins is wrong. 3.8 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. That's a good guess. Ryan Hawkins is wrong, though. No, this is for Summer League. Summer League stats for the Raptors in the 5 games that were played. Hawkins is wrong. Sorry, Kenny. Almost 4 points a game, 3.8, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Which one of the Raptors players in Summer League averaged that? That's not a very overwhelming stat line, but I mean, it's solid, I guess. Not really. Not Porter, not David Johnson. Yeah, Seymour got it. It's David Johnson. Yeah, that's David Johnson's stat line for Summer League. 3.8 points per game, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Ooh. All right, next one. 7.7 points per game, 3.3 rebounds per game, and 0.7 steals. Yeah, David Johnson did a little kind of choke. He did kind of choke in Summer League. It's too bad. 7.7 points per game, 3.3 rebounds, and zero point 0.7 steals. Who's that stat profile? I didn't, I'm only including the main stats. If I had other stats like 3-point stats and stuff like that, I would put them in this, but I don't have them. So this is just points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks that we're talking about today. Jeff Doughton is wrong. Shane, sorry. 7.7 points per game. Hawkins, Kenny got it. It's Ryan Hawkins. That is Ryan Hawkins' stat line. 7.7 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 0.7 steals. Good job. Kenny in there. Yeah, good job. All right, next one. 16 points per game, 3.8 rebounds, 4.2 assists, and 1.2 steals. 16 points per game. 3.8 rebounds. Delano Banton is wrong, and Doughton is right. Fun guy on the board, getting Jeff Doughton. That is his stat line. That is the Jeff Doughton Jr. stat line for Summer League. Yes, I'm a fun guy. Jumping in and getting on the scoreboard for season 2. All right, next one. 4 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, 1 assist per game. Who averaged just 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist? This is another guy kind of like David Johnson in that area. Who would average that? 4 points. Jalen Sims. That's right, David S. That is right. It is Jalen Sims with that one. Good job getting it right away. That was a tougher one. These last ones are kind of tough just because they're not the guys who played a whole lot. Next one, 4.3 points per game, 4 rebounds a game, 1.3 assists, and 1 steal. Who would this be? 4.3 points per game, 4 rebounds, 1.3 assists, and 1 steal per game. Another one of these guys, kind of like Christian Vital. Boom, David S. on it. That is Christian Vital. I would call him a poor man's Armani Brooks in some ways. He really looked like Armani in some ways out there. I was like, Armani's not playing. Wait, that looks like Armani out there on Sundays. No, wait, that's Christian Vital, who has a similar kind of game. Yeah, fun guy. So, yeah, the short guy. He forgot his name. Yeah, the other short guy. Yeah, that guy. All right, next one. 3.3 points per game, 1.7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 0.7 steals. The short guy. He forgot his name. What's his name? What is that guy? He's probably in the thumbnail of this stream today. Trey Porter? No, that's wrong. 3.3 points per game, 1.7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 0.7 steals. Whose stat profile is that? And I just gave it away. It's the picture of the thumbnail for the stream today. So, Tom Duke, where are you? You should know that. There you go, David S. That's Alex Barcello. So, David S. gets that one. Just a couple more questions, and we'll be done. I like that you guys are correcting your spelling and afterwards. You see that you misspell a little bit. That's fine. If you have one letter off, it's fine. Okay, last one of the stat profiles. 3.3 points per game, 1.3 rebounds, and 1 assist a game. Who is that? And you guys are kind of like, who's left, really, kind of. The name's already been there a few times already. 3.3 points, 1.3 rebounds. Trey Porter. That's right, David S. We'll just give it to David. All right, the last 2 questions are a little more difficult in some ways. So hear me real quick, carefully, all right? Which Toronto Raptor in Summer League led the Raptors in 4 out of the 5 main stat categories? The 5 that I just named. Which they either led or tied for the lead in 4 out of the 5 main stat categories in Summer League this year. Which of the Raptors? Delano Banton. That's right. David S. That's pretty easy. Delano Banton led in 4 out of the 5 stat categories for the Raptors. I'm not going to say which ones, but because I have one more question. And this is it. All right. Yeah, David's saying them. They're right there. And it's not minutes, though. I'm not counting minutes. I'm talking about the 5 main stat categories, which you know which ones they are. Okay. So the last one is other than those 4 out of 5 stat categories, what was the other stat category and who was the leader of that stat category that Delano did not lead for Summer League? He led in all these main important stats that I've named today, except for one of them. What was the other stat category and who was it? Okay, Shane Waters has Christian Coloco and Tom Duke has blocks. You know what? I'm going to give you guys both 25 points because you both said the right. Shane's ahead of him and Tom Duke is right behind him. So I'm going to give you guys both 25 for that one. You guys are both getting that answer because Tom kind of added the other part that I wanted. Yeah, so Delano led the team in points, rebounds, assists, and steals for the Summer League. And if that's not impressive in itself, just to say that Delano Banton did that this summer, that there you go. That is really badass. I love that. Yeah. He also led in turnovers, sure. Yeah, right, David S. Come on, we're trying to be positive here. You know, it's like Scotty told me last night, stop hating. So funny. Tom Duke saying West Coast Raptor fans. Woo, yeah, go West Coast. Tom Duke and Shane Waters holding it down out in the BC. Yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining me for Raptors trivia this morning. I take the advice of Scotty Barnes. We got to stop hating. Even though there's great people to hate out there like Richard Jefferson, we got to just stop. He says, no, just don't hate. Just share love. Go forward the love. It's like if this young man's a leader on the Toronto Raptors, he's a leader in my life as far as like teaching me how to live better and be a better person because he's telling me to stop hating Richard Jefferson. Fantastic stuff. All right, tomorrow I'll be back 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Delano Banton had a really good job, did a really good job in Summer League. I agree with Fun Guy. Summer League was fun this year. You know, we don't need these accolades. I know Seymour and I are a little chapped, a little upset about how the NBA doesn't pay any attention to us and doesn't give us any shine, considering we did pretty good in Summer League and stuff like that. So let's see. Fun Guy saying, I just saw the Barnes Montreal clip. So cool. Yeah, so cool. So fun. He had a good time there. He really did. He was going on and on about it last night, saying, you know, that the Montreal is really lit. And then he just had such a good time there. Really, really enjoyed himself. Tom Duke saying, we the West. Hey, we the West. I got my picks for the Canada-Argentina game. You got your tickets for that game on August 25th. That's badass, Tom. I'm so glad you're going to see Team Canada and Nick Nurse and the great NBA talent that Team Canada has on their team right now. Hopefully some of the guys who were injured for the couple of games that were here in Hamilton earlier this summer will be available for the game closer to the season in August. So, yeah, very cool stuff. Good stuff going on in Raptors world in general in different ways and stuff like that. So, let's go Raptors. Let's keep it together. And like I said, follow Scotty's lead. Touch grass and be nice and be loving and be spreading the love. Share the love, club. Share the love. Even if you pissed me off, Vince, you've made me upset and sad, I have to love you still because you're a Raptor nation, Raptor legend. And Raptor Nation should still respect you and love you. Stuff like that. CC saying, I hope Scotty's going to Carabana. I'm going to bet you money right now, CC. That man might be the marshal of the parade. I'm going to bet you money right now. That man's going to be involved in Carabana, and he'll be here for it. I'm serious. It makes sense to me. Like, listen, in the States, you know, in Miami, you have to be 21 to get into a lot of clubs and do a lot of things. So it may be not smart for him to spend his 20-year-old summer in the United States because of different laws with getting into clubs. In Toronto, you got to be 19. In Canada, you got to be 19. So this may be part of the reason why he's hanging out in Canada so much this summer is because he has the age to get into our places for adults that he doesn't in the United States. So I'm really happy for Scotty. I'm glad he's really having a good time in Canada this summer and stuff like that. And it's so hot down in the States and different places. We're a little cooler up here. And that is something that may be a hidden bonus of living in Canada. All these years of Americans saying, we enjoy the weather in Canada. Well, you know what? With climate change and the rising temperatures around the planet, we see what's happening in UK and Portugal and places right now. This really sad, a heat wave where people can't handle it. Well, it could be that Toronto's real nice temperature for weather real soon because it's really hard to live south of us. So don't get it twisted. This Canadian weather may be real nice considering how the temperatures are rising in the whole world and stuff like that. So let's see. I'm a fun guy. Hope not too much shootings at Carabana. I don't know. Listen, he can be really safe and be there. I mean, NBA players have been involved in Carabana in the past before, and everything's been fine. They haven't had it for a couple years and stuff like that. Then a lot of times the shootings and things that have to do with Carabana are peripheral parties. They're not actually at the big, huge main event. They're at kind of like parties where people are kind of splintered off and doing their own little like separate party that's a part of it afterwards and stuff like that. So I hope there's no shootings. I don't think there will be. CC saying, I'm a fun guy. Yeah, a lot of gun violence this past week. And there's just been gun violence everywhere right now. Now, as a sociologist, I would tell you guys that in the summer, when temperatures rise, gun violence and horrible things go up because people get their brains cooked a little bit. They aren't in their right head. They could be hot and sweating and like irritated, and they make poor decisions. That is part of it. That is statistically, gun violence and problems go up in the summer when it's hot outside. That's just the way it's always been and stuff like that. So we want to cut down on gun violence in general. Now it's trending up in the States in all kinds of bad ways. And we want to take the bad example of how the states are dealing with their gun problems and do the exact opposite. That Canada has a pretty good model for gun control and how we're doing things up here. It's just we can't stop all the border guns coming from the United States because they have a serious problem. They have a very serious problem. It's like having a family member that has a drinking problem that you want to tell them, you got a drinking problem, do something about it. Well, you have a gun problem, United States, and your gun problem affects our city of Toronto because guns come across this border in illegal ways. And if you guys would stop manufacturing so many damn guns in the United States, our gun problems would go down. That's actually part of the problem is that you guys have too many guns and they come across the border. So there you go. Kenny's saying Jamal McGlure has a Carabana float, so Scotty will be there for sure. Yeah, maybe he'll be on Jamal's thing. I'm serious. Like, if he's going to be involved in the parade, they might make him like honorary grand marshal. And they should, because he has Jamaican roots and he is really like he's the rookie of the year. He's just like, he's such an effervescent, great positive person and a great role model as from last night. So yeah, he would be the perfect kind of person to put somewhere like a marshal for the parade or something like that. So yeah, CC saying, I hope all the new Raptors experience Carabana. Yeah, I think a bunch of them will be there. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see footage of them being there and stuff like that and having a good time and stuff like that. David S is saying, hey, I studied sociology and criminology at Ottawa U. So David knows what I'm talking about here. It's probably some of the stuff that he saw too in his studies in university also. So yeah, that's a great mix. David, you're in the right place. You have that interest in that kind of stuff as I do, and it's important. And then we both love Raptors basketball. Boom. That's the Raptors channel right there. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all. A little aside with some gun politics just now, right at the end there and stuff like that. Let's just have a great summer ourselves and just get out there, enjoy, touch grass, and share the love, as Scotty would tell us. That is what he wants us to do. Get outside, have a good time, and be nice to each other. That's what it is. Have a good time, David. I'll put up the results from today's trivia in the comments in just a little bit. Okay, y'all. Thanks again. And let's go Raptors. Yeah, baby. We go win a championship.